steady approach at the moment, casting my eyes down the track to see that at present the flags are not yet raised, but they are being unfurled. We're almost set to go here by the looks of things. This field of 8 coming around the last part of the bend into the home straight. Starters ready for them. The flags are now held aloft. In they come. They're off to race over 2 miles or thereabouts. The Stuart Goodwin Mares maiden hurdle. All clustered up, field of 8 approaching the first of the 9 scheduled flights. Poppy Rose, purple jacket handy with a nose banded Barron's Land. Phone home towards the far side. Santa Pietra near side in the blue and white. That's the leading half of the field over the first. Then Ascending Lark in a darkish green jacket with Lady Pretender away to the left, the black and white on the sleeves. Wrapped up in rubies, white cap is held up, and so too yellow cap. A Dame of the Cotswolds over the second. They go led narrowly by Poppy Rose, and Dame of the Cotswolds wasn't especially fluent. Shortish run to the third. Poppy Rose over Barron's Land. They're the leading pair on landing. The others well grouped up in behind. From the rail across, Phone Home, Ascending Lark, Santa Pietra, Lady Pretender wide. And then Dame of the Cotswolds and the nose banded, wrapped up in rubies, the white sleeves and cap for Peter Kavanagh. Just last of the field as they head to the charge of the circuit ahead of them, and a fairly lengthy run before the first of the flights over in the back straight. Poppy Rose leading them into the bend by about a half length or so to Barron's Land. And the leading pair stalked by Phone Home. Gavin Sheehan chasing a double, once again in the saddle for Jamie Snowden. Dame of the Cotswolds, yellow cap bit closer, up to shade 4th on this turn, ahead of Santa Pietra, and then Ascending Lark in the dark green, wrapped up in rubies, and Lady Pretender is now just last of the field. It just needs a little bit of early hustling along for a few strides. Still a couple of 100 yards off this flight. Poppy Rose over Barron's Land, and Phone Home in the green and yellow a little wider. Preparing to rise. Poppy Rose just ahead of Barron's Land and Phone Home either side of her. And Dame of the Cotswolds, Ascending Lark inching a bit closer in the dark green, ahead of Santa Pietra, who jumped off handily but has been steadily falling back through the field and is now in fact just about last, passed by both Lady Pretender and wrapped up in rubies. They've gone through halfway, moving towards the only other flight of hurdles in the back straight. It's the 4th last. And Phone Home has moved through to take over now, striding on past Poppy Rose. Dame of the Cotswolds, nose-banded Barron's Land and Ascending Lark all close up, crossing this flight. Couple lengths to Lady Pretender, the black and white on the sleeves, and then wrapped up in rubies. And it's hard work, it would seem, at the back of the field for Santa Pietra being ridden along. Beginning the turn back towards home then. The lengthy gallop to the 3rd last. Phone Home from the early pace set of Poppy Rose, who remains very prominent. Ascending Lark has made quite serene progress to go up into 3rd, just shading that position from Dame of the Cotswolds. Barron's Land is now on the retreat, back to dispute 5th with her stablemate wrapped up in rubies, who's been bustled up away to the left. The other two really are struggling now, Lady Pretender and Santa Pietra, and they're making their way towards 3 out, and Ascending Lark has come there very powerfully on the near side, comes alongside Phone Home, jumps on. Ascending Lark then opens her wings between the final 2 flights and saunters on into the lead here by a couple of lengths. They're still a long way out, however. Dame of the Cotswolds, yellow cap is giving chase, then Phone Home, Poppy Rose and wrapped up in rubies. Here's 2 out. Ascending Lark by 2 lengths on landing. Poppy Rose takes a tumbling fall, and they're making their way down towards the last. Ascending Lark nursed down towards the last, gets over it neatly. The lead still only 2 lengths. Dame of the Cotswolds sticking to the tarts for pressure from Sam Twist and Davis. They've got a furlong to cover on the flat. Ascending Lark drifting off a true line, trying desperately to raise another effort, and inching closer. Dame of the Cotswolds, 100 yards to go. Ascending Lark, Dame of the Cotswolds is chasing. Ascending Lark doing best, makes a winning hurdling debut, and a winning debut for Harry Derham under Paul O'Brien. Beats Dame of the Cotswolds, wrapped up in rubies in 3rd, Her stablemate Baron's Land in fourth ahead of Phone Home.